Love, it's not what Hollywood told us. It's not just butterflies, perfect moments, and happily ever after. Love is a journey of growth, first and foremost, and it's an ongoing practice. And sometimes, if not often, it hurts. I am Maya Kova, and I am here to talk about how to love. Not from the fairy tale gooey perspective, but in the real, raw, authentic, deeply transformative, powerful, conscious loving way. And first and foremost, love is not emotion. Love is an action, and love is a choice. And in today's world, when we rely so heavily on phones and technology and we bombarded with the information, in a very invisible way, our ability to make a choice have been taken away. And I think that only right now, literally only in our interpersonal relationship, our intimate relationships, we're able to exercise this gift that we have as humans, which is our ability to choose. And being in a relationship, being in a long-term relationship, it's not just compatibility and it's not just luck and it's not even the amount of personal growth that you've been doing. It's a choice. It's you waking up every morning and choosing to be with this person and evaluate, are we aligned today? Are we on the same path? Do I have everything that I need? Are there anything that I'm avoiding speaking up? Are there any pain? Are there any resentment? Are there any discomfort that rottens the foundation of this connection and make me feel extremely unhappy and depressed? And the reality is we don't have templates how to have uncomfortable conversations. We don't have templates how to talk about things that hurt us without blaming another person. We don't have templates to negotiate on a very sensitive topics without making another person wrong. And all of that makes relationship uncomfortable or nearly impossible. We all can agree that there is definitely crisis in dating for the same reason, because we don't really have an intensive to stay with somebody through the tough moments. And we've been poisoned by Hollywood and this La La Land romantic love stories that it's easy. You're going to meet that person, and oh my God, everything's going to fall into places just like that. And you just have to sit and, in a white Ferrari and just be taken away somewhere. Or a perfect woman who is healthy, well-educated, emotionally stable, wealthy, deeply in love with you, who can cook and clean and take care of kids and help you with your job and be a most incredible Chantrika and lover in bed. It is just going to show up at your doorstep one day. And the reality is very different. The reality is different where we desperately want to avoid the idea that I am in charge of my own relationship, and my relationship is actually the most accurate mirror that I have that shows me the places where I am rigid, where I am stubborn, where I am shut down, where I am fearful, where I am negative. And I think in today's world, we have this phenomenon of twin flames, karmic, pull and push, anxious avoidant type of relationships. Like it's millions of them. It's rarely you can meet a couple who is just neutral, normal, average. Everybody has some kind of, right, some kind of resistance, power struggle, triggers that like push you into the deepest darkness of your shadow. And if it's happening everywhere and so many people are going through this, there must be a reason why. There must be a reason why we are in today's world. Everybody who is living right now, we are invited to become a better people, to become better lovers, become much more conscious how we love ourselves, how we love another person. Because the struggle at the end of the day teaches everybody to confront their shadow, confront their ego, learn something about themselves, about humanity, about heart, heart space, the energy of love, unconditional love, the power of love. And I think it's unavoidable. So the sooner you get on board and the sooner you start being curious about how to love, what goes into creating this incredible relationship, what is needed from me, what is required, the more better and juicier and electric your life will be. And right now, there's so many opportunities to educate yourself and invest into your self growth with Tantra coming back and bringing our awareness to the value of authentic connection. Connection that's not happening in our head, but connection that's happening with our whole being in our body, where we feel the magnetic pull, where we feel the impulse, where we feel the aliveness and various coaching, couples coaching that are not therapy, right? That it's not something hypothetical with an interesting Freud-looking person. A lot of therapists and coaches, myself included, we are deeply rooted in a practical aspect of relating, and the education that we get in our personal experience contributes into that, which is a beautiful opportunity for me to say why you should be on my channel, why you should be working with me, why you should be listening to me. I am sensuality and love coach. Why sensuality? Because sensuality is our ability to feel our body, to follow our sensations, to be aware with what's going on here, what's going on right now. Can I identify what do I feel? Versus I'm thinking, I'm in my head, I'm spinning in my story. This is my conditioning, this is my trauma, this is what I've been going through for years. I'm just operating in here. Because we all know that we cannot move forward in life. We cannot build a juicy, romantic, electric relationship if we just thinking and if we're just sitting in therapy and talking, 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 talking. It leads to nowhere. That's why I'm convinced that sensuality embodiment is a crucial foundational piece to become a better lover, become a better partner, become better at loving yourself first and foremost. The way you feel drastically impacts what you think. And putting attention on your body is a foundation to start breaking your patterns or whatever traumatic experience you had in the past. And love. I love love. Since I was a little girl, I love love. When I was in a kindergarten, I was like hanging out next to a young teachers who were talking about their dates instead of playing with kids. I always was fascinated by love, and I always wanted to have a great relationship. I never dreamed as a little girl about a white dress and a wedding, but I always dreamed about amazing, passionate, electric, meaningful, extraordinary relationship. And in my early 20s, it was very hard for me to navigate my anxious attachment, but it inspired me to get to the bottom of what's going on. Why am I losing myself? Why am I so afraid of love? If I want love so much, why am I so afraid of love? And when I was 21, I read the book Women Who Love Too Much. And that was my initiation into, in a way, studying love and putting more curiosity on relating aspect. I am trained in DS arts, dominance and submission. I'm trained in Tantra. I am certified in positive psychology and positive psychology coaching. I have studied attachment styles. I have studied energy work. And I've been myself for 8 years in a very explosive, electric, extraordinary relationship with a leader, an alpha, an unattainable man who is deeply devoted and committed to me today, and with whom we're building our life together, where we also navigate the open relating aspects and working together and um exploring what it takes to consciously creating the relationship of your dreams. So I call my relationship my PhD in relationships. And I am very honored and excited to share this space with you all. I want to have a lot of juicy, unconventional discussions on a very edgy topics when it comes to love and relationship, and have a lot of permission and honesty to talk about things that we don't talk, or we hide, or we feel ashamed of, because it matters to me. I am on a mission to support people remove barriers around love that they build throughout life. And I'm inviting you to join me on this journey and cultivate more love for ourselves and for the world. Welcome on board.